What's up, peeps? Welcome to another episode of Storytime. I'm kidding. How are you guys doing? Scary! So you guys, I have a story time. I thought about this the other day and I thought, alright. I've told so many people this freaking story, but I can't wait to see the comments to see if any of you feel how I feel. Because the bottom line is this. What do you believe? I'm kidding. Alright, so today's story time. I'm just gonna get into it. Okay. When I was little, a few years ago. Liar! Okay, it wasn't a few years ago. I lived in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. All 7 of us lived in this house. It was like literally 6 bedrooms, my parents, and then my 3 sisters, and my brother, and myself, and we all had our own bedrooms. Actually, liar. Me and my brother shared a room. We had bunk beds. I slept on the top, and he slept on the bottom. Okay, I'm asking, what do you believe? I've had a few crazy experiences. This is one of them. And I promise you that this is real. All the story times I tell 100% happen. So ever since I was little, I would get up in the middle of the night because I peed my bed. I was 9 years old. And it stunk because when I slept over a friend's house, I'd be so scared I was gonna pee the bed. So I didn't sleep over my friend's house a lot. But if I did, I'd wake up in the middle of the night, I peed. I go outside, throw my sleeping bag outside. I know, it was a little upsetting. And I would sleep on the carpet, change my pants, and change whatever I was wearing because I didn't want to be known as Mr. P. I was a late bloomer when it came to stop peeing the bed, Sean. So yeah, I peed the bed, whatever. Peed it up till, I think, 10, 11 years old. Whatever. My parents were like, my God, when is our son gonna stop peeing the bed? I just did. Yeah. It sucked. I would change my shirt and my underwear, and then I would go and crawl in bed with my parents every single night. At one point, all 7 of us would wake up in the bed together because each one of us at a different time would get up, we'd be scared, and we'd go sneak in and sleep with my parents at a huge bed. We'd all wake up, literally be in the same bed. It was kind of awesome. So anyway, when I was little, I'd wake up, I would pee the bed every single night, and I would get up, change, and I'd crawl in bed with my parents. Okay. One night, I went to bed. I woke up. Normal. I'm routine. Mr. P. And go down the ladder of my bunk bed. I change. I go to the bathroom. I pee. I go in my parents' room. Here's my door. My parents' door is across the hallway. Here's the bathroom. Bathroom. Sean and Nathaniel's room. My parents' room right here. So I come out of the bathroom and there was a light coming from my window. So I turn around and I'm like, what the heck? I'm walking back in my room and there is a light coming in from the shades. We had shades, we'd pull them down before we go to sleep. I was always scared of the dark. I was a big baby. So light was coming in from the shades on the side, like beaming through this window and this window. And so I walk over and I'm like, what the hell is there light coming through? So I take the shade and I look like this and I look up, and I am not lying. There is a round cylinder above the house with a huge spotlight coming out of the center of it like this. Like, and where the spotlight ended, it was complete pitch black. So like wherever the spotlight ended, and it was perfectly circling over the house, and this thing had lights on it and all this other crap. And then all of a sudden the thing starts moving and is going down. It's like moving and it's going down the line of the houses, because the houses were lined up like this. It's going down the line of the house. I could see this object moving slowly, going. Well, I shut the shade. I'm like shaking, scared to death. So whenever, I remember when I was younger and when I would get scared, I loved being on the couch in the living room. I don't know why. There were blankets and I covered myself, and the dog was in the next room, and so, you know, the house was really big. And so if I ever got scared, I just hung out in the living room. What a big baby. So I ran to the living room, I laid on the couch, I put the TV on, and I fell asleep. Well, the next morning, my mom woke me up. My mom's like, Sean, what are you doing sleeping on the couch? And I told her the story. I was like, Mom, I saw some flying object over the house last night, and I said, I think it's aliens. That's what I said, I think it's aliens. It was not anything that could have been an airplane or a helicopter. It was none of those things. I remember like it was yesterday, and I remember this thing and the way it was shaped and how it was making this humming noise as it was above the house. It was freaking insane. And I know that it was real. So my question is for all you guys, do y'all believe in aliens? I mean, from my experience, I do believe there is another life form out there. I feel like, yeah, we live on this planet Earth, but I feel like outside of planet Earth, there's got to be another form of life form. I believe in God. I am a Christian. I go to church. I need to go more often. It's kind of been a while, but I have my beliefs and I'm comfortable with it. But do you guys believe in another life form that's out there? I mean, I think this universe is too big for there not to be another life form out there, or, you know, some other form of life. But I swear to God, that was a spaceship. I swear to God, it had to have been, because it was so real. And I slept, and I woke up and I was on the couch. So I know that I got up in the middle of the night. I know I changed my pee underwear and my pee shirt because it was in my hamper. So, because I even went and like checked my room to see if I'd changed, to see, you know, yada yada yada. I peed the bed again. Thank God my mom had plastic sheets on the mattress, because I peed the bed and so did my sister. Danielle, she peed the bed too. So yeah, it was so weird. It was crazy. And I even asked the next day, I knew the neighbor's kids, I even asked the neighbor's kids, I was like, did you guys see anything last night? Did you see any weird thing? And, you know, of course they said no, everybody was sleeping. But do you believe in aliens? Because I think I do. And yeah, so that's my story. What do you believe? Leave me comments down below. I'd love to know if any of you, I would love to know if anybody else has had any experience in this situation. Because, I don't know, I've asked many people growing up and no one has ever had the same experience. So, maybe I was on drugs when I was little. I'm kidding, I didn't do drugs. Not until high school, no. So, yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And do you believe in ghosts? Because I have another story about a ghost that I swear to God I saw some paranormal shit when I was younger. And I know that it was real because other people with me have seen it as well. Like, do you guys believe in that stuff? I don't know, I do. I just think there's stuff out there we don't know. And, you know, I don't know if one day we'll ever know. I don't know if we're supposed to know. But yeah, that was my weird experience, and it stuck with me ever since I was little because it was so real. And I remember it like it was yesterday. So tell me, do you guys believe that there's other life forms? Alright, that's my story time. It's kind of a short story time, but I just kind of want to talk about it. So, on that note, this music is scary shit. You guys, thanks for watching. What do we say? Bam. Have a good day with the aliens.